So now we move on to the next segment, which is the AI Talks. So ladies and gentlemen, our first speaker in this AI Talk segment is going to be from this company called Yarnit. Yarnit is an agentic AI platform built to operate within real business context rather than in isolation. So please put your hands together and help me welcome to the stage the CEO and founder of Yarnit, Jyotirmoy Dutta. Everybody, please.
Good afternoon. I was luckily at the right time, at the right moment. I was not sure when the session is starting, but I just happened to come into the room and see Yarnit flashing. So, yeah, thank you so much for the time and the opportunity. Now, what I'm going to speak about this session, there won't be a lot of surprises, unfortunately. Uh, the session is about a change that we are seeing in the market, change that we see a lot of customers, brands adopting. Now, if you see what has been happening in the market, and this particular change that I will talk about, it's not a trend, neither it is future gazing, right? It's about a change that how brands want to sort of move there. Now, what is this change? Without a lot of sort of surprises, this particular change let's call this change agentic AI. Now, if you want to sort of do an exercise quickly, go to LinkedIn, scan through the first 10 posts that you get, you will hear this word agentic AI. So it's not a surprise. What I'm going to narrow it down to is agentic AI, what does it mean for marketing teams, for brand teams, for a lot of agencies? And the second thing, I will further narrow it down to say, what does it mean for retail and e-commerce companies? Not that I know a lot about other industries, because this is what we have been building. So we'll try to sort of keep it very, very focused. Now, where does this story start? The story starts literally December of 2024 or January 2025. We met a brand. We met a brand called as Kawark, very audacious brand. They had very audacious goals. And they said, listen, we want to launch a marketplace. We want to launch a brand where we would want to sort of welcome artisan brands, artisan artists to sell their brand from remote places of India, Darjeeling, Sikkim, 100 kilometers from Madurai, Jodhpur, Jaipur. And their goal was, can we launch 1,000 products in 12 months, right? We said it's a brave goal, borderline impossible, but let's try it out. And we are not an agency, we are a software company. So they reached out to us saying, you have been building AI for marketing, can you also help us build something in the e-com space? Now, what are the challenges? What were the odds? As a startup, there are 100 odds, right? You can die the next month, you can shut down the next 2 months. But very, very specifically, if you look at their odds, they literally had a half-person marketing team. 2, they didn't have $1 zillion in their pocket. They were very, very building it very, very frugally. And the third problem statement that they were pitting against brands which are very, very famous. Like all of us would have bought one kurta from that particular brand. So they were competing against big brands. What they did, come to 2026, if you see, in the last 12 months, they have been able to launch 2,500 products. All of them commercially successful. They made enough revenue and profit so that they can manage to bootstrap it even further. What made them do so? I think the answer lies in agentic AI, but before I go and talk about what they exactly did, I wanted to sort of abstract this challenge a bit. The challenge that they had was, how do you do a lot more with a lot less? Now, if you sort of look at what is that we are listing from a lot of our brands, a lot of companies that we work with or using our product, are these 3 challenges, which should not be surprise to any agency. They are asking, can you, we are getting a lot of traffic, you are running a lot of ads, but where is the conversion? Where is the revenue? For all bold agency teams, you may go and tell them your product sucks. That's the answer. Or your landing page is not great. People are coming to the landing page, not buying your product because you are not answering the questions that they seek or the answers that they seek. The second is Brilliant creatives. You have created brilliant creatives. Did they actually convert? No. And the third, which is the mother of both the problem, saying we want to sort of improve our ROAS, but we will not give you another budget, right? All of them are very known problems. We have seen them, heard them over a period of time. There is a third problem, or a fourth problem, rather, where a lot of people are coming up and saying, listen, we have heard about people shopping on ChatGPT and Perplexity now. Can you ensure my brand shows up right at the top when people are searching for this product? So this is the fourth new problem. So if the problems are not new, would your solution be new? No, right? Precisely no. But there is a slight change. If you see, what brands want to do is basically make their products and their campaigns constantly alive. What does that mean? Can you listen to the market constantly? Can you find out what is my competition doing at this point? What is that consumer is asking yesterday, today? Use all of that information to sort of manage your campaigns, do your creatives, manage your targeting, and then finally execute those campaigns and imbibe those learning. Whatever you are seeing, the listening, learning, and executing, didn't we do them all this while? We did. So what changed? The keyword is continuously and autonomously. Can you do all of that, listen, learn, and execute continuously and autonomously? So what we are saying essentially, it's a problem twofold. One, do we have access to all of the data at the point of execution and every day? Not run a campaign for one season, 1 week, 1 month. Do it every second. Two, how do you have that workflow? Today in agencies, we don't operate that way. There is a research team, there is a content, there is a creative team, then there is an account manager, then there is a performance marketing team. But all of them, do they have the same knowledge? I'm not sure. The performance marketing team knows a lot more about the customer. The creative team probably knows a lot more about the brand. Some of the unmet needs, some of the problem statements. But can you create that parity across all these brands? If you have to sort of solve this, let's think of an ideal state. Right? Let's think of an agentic AI system which has 3 systems. One, which is a let's call that as a self-learning product agent, which is constantly accessing different information. And since we are talking e-commerce, let's say, can it constantly look at bestsellers data? Let's say we are selling diapers. In diapers, can I constantly look at what's happening? What is the question that people are asking for about those diapers? What is that new event that is going to happen? What is that my competition launched yesterday, and how should I respond? So how should my product content look so that I get the best conversions out? Then the self-ready campaigns. I'm assuming a lot of us would be launching one or the other Valentine's Day campaign. Imagine if you had a system on Jan 15th who would have decided which are the 10 best products to sell for that campaign, have that perfect landing page, perfect creative, perfect copy, all ad units ready with a targeting plan, ready for you to click a button. You have another button which says, refresh it, change it with my inputs. Now that's the place that you want to be. The last one, you executed the campaign, you're having a good drink, it tells you something is working great, continue doing it, but it can also sort of create a, not so great moment for you saying, can you change that creative? And you don't do that, it creates the suggestion, it creates whatever needs to change and makes it happen. Now, is that a fantasy? It's not a fantasy. If you see, we all have lived through the last 3 years of generative AI. It gave us the tools, it gave us the capability to generate and produce a lot more, run our imaginations wild. What it left us to do is basically orchestration and execution. Still, the execution was very human. I had to do all of those things to get it done. The agentic AI is moving the needle therefore. So if you see this is what a lot of brands are picking up, doing it. I will come back to the brand that I was speaking about. So if you see how their system looks like today, there is a research agent. Think of that as a person in your team who has constant access to different data sources, bestseller data from different third-party marketplaces. People ask questions, all your search queries, search results from it. It has the action tools. When I say action tools, it means it can do an action, it can do that research, it can do that segmentation, it can do that clustering for you, right? So an agent is nothing but an LLM with those tools. Now this research person constantly talks to the creative agent, who is now responsible for building the perfect creative, the perfect content for your campaign. And they don't talk once in a week, they talk every second. As soon as they know something new about your product, about your campaign, they are talking to each other. The last one is, once all of that is ready, that is the person who is executing it, making that change in your Shopify or WooCommerce or whatever else you have built your e-commerce engine in, pushing the ads to places where you want that ad to be, whether it is Meta, whether it is Google, and learning of that performance and throwing it back to the research agent again, saying there is something moving, there is something better happening, right? Why do we speak what we speak here? We have been building this. So we have been building this for a while, since the last 12, 13 months. We have had some great brands, and we hope to be part of this change that we speak about. Thank you so much, everyone. My time is up. Should you have any questions, I'll be around for the next 30 minutes. Happy to answer them. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you. Make a lot of noise for Jyotirmoy. Thank you very much. Do you mind staying with us for a moment? And may I have Arnav, our committee member, come forward and hand over the memento to Jyotirmoy. Thank you once again, Mr. Dutta. Can we have a photograph in the center, please? Center of the stage. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you, gentlemen. Thanks a lot.